to do ethnographic work in preschool has become all-encompassing for me.
Say more about that.
You know, I finding a site is tough, and I have one now, and I'm never leaving, ever. It's fantastic how the idea of becoming immersed in a site takes on a whole new meaning when you're in a preschool site. You know, there's only so long you can play with plastic fruit and vegetables and not, you know, feel like you really know it. But I think that it's a real exercise in getting out of your adult headspace and getting out of your adultist sort of nostalgia project is what I call it. Going to preschool and like, oh, look how cute, because they're not cute. No, they're people.
They're serious.
They're serious, and it is serious work. The site where I am right now does a lot of Vivian Gus and Paley's drama time stories, and it's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant to watch. So I have this wonderful opportunity to watch 3-4 hours a day of unstructured play, and then the very structured and yet unstructured work of those drama time stories and watching those acted out. So I've gotten to do that for hours and hours. I think I'm approaching 520 hours in this site this week.
Wow.
I keep track. And that's been fantastic, and I've learned a lot. And I've learned a lot about children from somebody who's not someone who does child development per se. I don't come from a Piagetian background. I'm conversant in basic Vygotsky, but that's it.
Yeah.
I come from a very different place. So I feel like I've learned a lot about childhood from that sort of agnostic point. But I've even learned more about teachers, and especially early childhood teachers.
What about them?
I think that early childhood teachers are doing, you know, the work of the revolution. I really do. I think that I have never, there is no one I hold in higher esteem than the preschool and kindergarten teachers. They're on, as I used to say when I was a teacher, they're on the ground, on their knees, zipping coats and wiping noses, and that's where it begins. I think that they are the last holdouts against sort of the intense neoliberal adult culture, digging in their heels and saying, no, free play is the way. Get the computers out of kindergarten. And they are those that lack, almost completely lack external sources of validation and advocacy. They have to do it themselves. They roll up their sleeves. NAAYC is behind them completely. And to watch them is to be in awe. It's to be in awe. And I also realize what an extraordinarily bad teacher I was when I'm in these settings, because I don't think, I was so young when I was teaching school, and I taught preschool and lower elementary and in 6th grade as well. And I don't think I understood the depth of the work in a full sense. And I think if I were to go back now, I'd be a much better teacher because I watched teachers. And this isn't, I mean, I could just go on and on about how this has informed the way we do teacher education. And the sort of the coming changes with that. But I feel like I've learned so much just from watching what they do and what they don't do in my site in particular.